Okay, we're live, waiting for some people to show up. It was hot today. I had to turn on the fans.
Whoa.
72 today in the garage, and I was like, turn fans on, everything else, just a breeze in here.
But in the summertime here over there, it's too hot, right?
Oh, in the summertime in here, you're looking at 130, 140 degrees.
Ooh.
That's with the insulation on the door and everything else.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's just no. Looks like we have 3 people. You guys want to say hi over the chat so we know who you are? Louie and I are just going to be talking about Firebird stuff. If you have questions for either one of us, let us know. We'll answer your questions from there. But I'm getting some. How's that? That's better. Okay, so I fixed the feedback. All right, so Louie, let's go ahead and get started. I want to talk about that quarter panel, rear patch panel on my 67 Bird that I got from that yellow company. Show me what you're talking about. We were talking before we went online about what I need. You want to show me?
Okay.
So this is what I got, guys. This is from one of those catalog people, and it's for the passenger side. We'll
All
show
right.
us how to put this on.
All right.
Hey, Rich. Yeah, poor Louis.
Who's that Rich, huh? He's chopping me up.
Yep. And remember, Louie and I both have T-shirts for sale. If you guys want to help support the channel, there's a link in one of my videos. Go to my last Firebird Friday video. There's a link down there to the whole store. You guys can go buy shirts and everything else and help us both out on that. All right, got a few new people. Let us know who you are. Say hi. All right. Louie's going to show us where is a great place to cut when it comes to this patch panel.
Okay. The same patch that Brian you need to do on your Firebird, I have done it to 2 of my cars, okay? The white 68 and my 69 Firebird. And this is a very bad area where they like to rot out because as your wheels be spinning, especially the cars, you know, that is in the states that snow, everything hides right underneath this lip. You know that this lip goes in. So all the bad stuff, the salt, the snow, the water, all the stuff hits this and some of it hides in there and it can't drain out. So it starts to rot out the metal. Now that panel, guys, the people need to realize that because you buy that big panel doesn't mean you need to use all of it. Okay? You want to use what you need and that's it. Don't make the job harder or more difficult. Correct. You see how big that is? No. So, oh yeah, it's huge. So I believe that you are over here is rotted out on your 67 Firebird.
Correct. That
right?
bottom arch and then kind of on the very bottom out.
Okay. If it's going into the lip that curves in, I would just cut going here, going down and towards the back. That's it. And stay away from your body line if your body line is good. You do not want to disturb the body line. If your original body lines are good, I won't touch it.
No, original body lines are good.
Yeah. Stay away from that. Stay away from that. Stay away from that. And then when you're cutting over here, try to give it like the metal also a curve. A lot of people just go straight, you know, like they'll probably go like this, then back down, then straight like that. No, give it the curve because, right.
So I want
you know what? There you go, and back. Where that's it. See what people don't realize about metal is when you cut it like that and you give it those curves, when you're gonna weld it, it's a little harder for you to have warpage. But when you
It
give
doesn't.
metal just a straight line, let's say you take your grinder and you give it a straight cut, it'd be easier to flex on you.
Okay.
The beautiful thing about body work is that it made me learn so much about metal. My strong point on restoring these cars is metal. That's one of my favorites. And the metal, the mechanics, and the wiring, I love. But the hard part of getting a car painted is it starts from here, from repairing your metal, then from metal body work, then from body work to paint. But to paint, I think anybody could paint. I think if I give Stevie Wonder a gun full of paint, he'll be able to paint a car. The hard thing starts here. This is where it starts. This is the difficult part. From here all the way going to body work, your filler, block sanding, getting it straight, all that kind of stuff. That's the hard part.
Poor Stevie.
So that's what I always do. I just cut what I need to cut, and that's it. And I'm gonna let you guys know something. If you're doing a full complete panel, that's the easy way out. I mean, it's much more easy. But if you're doing patch panel, it's totally more difficult. I mean, and it's also a different skill.
I can handle it.
Yeah, I believe you can handle it. The good thing is, me and Jonathan at Vinyl Village Garage, our Firebird brother, we talk to each other almost every day, and we always saying, man, if this YouTube thing was out when we started, wow, what a difference, But it wasn't, and we all fell on our face, and we went to the school of hard knocks,
Understand that. Rich says, just remember, tack about every inch to start. Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. This is what I like to do. If I'm welding, I use my bare hands. Okay. If I do a tack here, I'll feel about here and see where it's hot. If it's still warm to my touch, I'm not gonna give it a tack here. I keep moving. Once I feel that my hand don't feel that heat no more, is my next tack will go on.
W Wilder 9 says lots of, read it up on the big one, lots of tacks, control heat, back and forth, right? Kind of boom, 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 boom.
100%. Even when you're cutting the metal with your cutoff wheel, you got to be careful because that also applies a lot of heat. When you're grinding your welds down, that also applies a lot of heat. You should always have your air hose next to you all the time. All the time. I met old school body guys. I mean, real old school that will have a bucket with a sponge. But now you say that and people be like, water with metal don't mix up. But these guys was doing it from way back
in the good old days.
Yeah.
Mr. M Wilder 9, what kind of have? You let us know. It sounds like you know Rich already, don't you, Louis?
If I what?
Do you know Rich?
Of course I know Rich.
Okay. It sounds like he knew who you were.
And yeah, Rich is the gentleman that sent me a lot of gifts for my wife's car, the Lovebird, which is not here no more. The Lovebird is no longer in the garage.
It flew away.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay, so that we got that. Now I have the U-Pole primer that you recommended. So as you can see, guys, it's 100% bare metal.
Oh yeah.
So I want you this week.
That's the right way. You're doing it the right way. Take everything off.
So W Wilder 9 says he has a 68. It's Jason from Overspeed Shop up there in Oklahoma.
Oh, what's up, Jason? That's another Firebird brother right there.
69 Firebird for him, I believe. Jason?
Yep, 69.
Yep. You're not getting the rally wheels. You're not getting the rally wheels. What? Rich, what do you mean I'm not getting the rally wheels? I don't get it. Okay, so we're waiting for Rich. I got the reducer. I got the hardener, and I got the actual primer.
Yep.
Go ahead and just shoot everything this weekend, just that way it's protected. I know I'm in Arizona. I know it's like 0% humidity in the winter. No rain. We haven't had rain since freaking August or something.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
Here, Mark Weir says, keep having fun, guys. Firebird Gen 1's rule. Thank you, Mark. And Rich says, Lois still has those Z28 wheels. You know about those? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. For some reason, the Camaros are following me now. Rich, I can't do nothing about it.
And Mr. Wilder 9 says epoxy question mark. No, it is that U-Pull is not epoxy, right?
Right. So let's think about something here. Old school stuff, and I done it like that for a long time. Okay. You have to remember it's preference. You know, if you want to use epoxy, you know, more power to you. I'm going to use epoxy on the Lovebird now. But remember, these cars, they're going to be living indoors. They're only going to go on a nice day outside. You live in Arizona, okay? Come on. That metal, for it to rot again, we won't be here no more. We'd be playing cars up in heaven. You know, and honestly, before there was only primer. That's it. But if you want to, exactly how your car is now, Brian, bare metal, you clean it off, okay? I will pass like an 80 grit on the whole complete car, and you could spray epoxy primer. That's what you choose to. And if you choose not to, the U-Pull is perfect. I mean, I use U-Pull on everything. I even did a 67 GTO 400 car, and I use U-Pull. It still looks good to this day. You know, like I said, they don't go out. Before, these cars was driven every day. And that's why we got stuck with rust buckets. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, your car is too clean for me. I think your car, I'll be bored in a matter of 3 months. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's too clean. That car is way too clean.
That's like my 60 Porsche. Seen in 30 years. You know,
wow.
it hasn't been down in 30 years.
You see?
So, okay, cool. I had a couple people ask me about my spring compressor that I made. And I talked to John over at Vinyl Village, and he had that one with that really thick plate that slid in and came up. I didn't have any steel plate around. So I went to Home Depot, and I just got a piece of all thread, but got a channel, which was like 10, 15 bucks for a piece of it. And I cut just little notches where the coil could stick. And then I put it through the shock mount and just tighten it. And it crunched that spring right up for me. And I was able to get it out, reseat it, and now the bird is level.
Yeah, that's a good idea right there.
Anymore.
That's on 5/8, right?
This is 5/8.
5/8, yep.
Yeah, 5/8. Yep. And this whole thing was like 25 bucks at Home Depot.
Oh, you can't beat that.
So now I had spring compressors, but they were for the McPherson struts for like a normal modern day car. And those things you have no room for them. So I had to go with that. Lars, happy late Christmas and New Year's, Arrowhead. Good to see you, my brother. And happy birthday to myself as well. Happy birthday and Christmas as well. And so did my wife. So we're Christmas babies. Means we get nothing for Christmas. Man, that's big alter. And it was longer, Rich. Or I'm sorry, Wilder 9. We cut off 3 inches because it was too long to work on. So we actually cut 3 inches off on this. And we probably could have cut more, but we were just in a hurry to get the springs off, reseat them, get them back up there.
Nice.
Wilder 9 says he used to live in Gilbert. Right on. I'm in Santan Valley or Queen Creek, Wilder 9. So that we kind of get an idea. What else we got, Louis?
Do you have your shifter around?
I do. Okay, so here is the 68, 69 shifter that you sent me like 3 years ago.
Yes. That's a
Okay.
69 shifter. Yep.
And so, hold on, I need to refresh it. Then, here's the 67 you sent me.
Yeah, that was a great condition original shifter I sent you there. 67.
But different linkage.
Correct. So 67 Firebird and Camaro automatic cars, floor shifter cars, share the same console and the same automatic shifter. 1
Okay.
year only. That's it.
Yep.
And then for Firebird from 67 through 69. So 67 is 1 year only shifter, and then 68 and 69 came in the cable operating shifters. Plus, your throttle was also a cable. In 67, no. 67, everything is steel, everything is metal, brackets, rods. So that's what I'm going to be sending you tomorrow. I'm going to be sending you the metal rod for your 67 shifter.
What?
Okay, and this side gets hooked up to your transmission.
Okay.
Okay, and this side right here gets hooked up to the shifter. Yep.
Okay.
And it takes a clip. Okay, I don't yeah, you could probably go to Home Depot, Lowe's. I don't know if do you guys have Tractor Supply over there? I'm not sure. Okay.
You got Tractor Supply.
Well, you guys don't have grass over there, so I figured you guys didn't.
We got more grass.
Yeah, you got cattix. That's what you got over there.
Exactly.
So yeah, the clip, if I'm not able to go pick it up, I'll show you what kind of clip it takes. You know, you will probably have to take this with you and fit it, but I want to clean it up and make sure the threads and everything are nice for it don't have to fight you. But it's gonna work because it was hooked up to a transmission just like that with a shifter like yours.
So on the the lever side, is that a threaded part? Is that first part threaded?
Yeah, so this is gonna be your adjustment here from your shifter. You're gonna be threading this either forward or back until you meet with your shifter. That
Okay.
metal arm you see that's bent on that shifter going down, that's where you're gonna hook it up at.
Where?
Yep.
Okay. Wilder9 says he used to live at Queen Creek in Higley, which is really kind of funny because I work off of Higley. So Wilder9. And then Jason says that he's got one of those 67 Camaro shifters in the shop that came off a customer's car out in San Diego. We converted it to a is that Tremec T56 Magnum transmission?
Okay.
If I'm saying that right, Jason. And then Mark says my 67 has a metal linkage as you've described and shown, 400 with a turbo 350. Yeah. So my throttle cable is not a cable; it's a bar that has carb, and so then I'm going to need that bar for the transmission as well.
Yes. The turbo 350, of course, you could build it any way you want, but the turbo 350 didn't come out on Firebird until 1969.
Okay.
You had your Power Glides, you had your T300s, you had your Turbo 400, which my 67 had the Turbo 400. And I got a Pontiac 455 in that beast. But anyway, the Turbo 400, you know, that was a bulletproof transmission. It's still kicking butt, and I have it for 22 years.
I actually picked up a TH400 that came in a Cadillac. So it had a big tail on the back.
Correct.
I think all I'm going to do is convert it down to that smaller one. So maybe I'm hook it up to the Firebird here. But for now,
yeah, you got to change the tail housing. Yep.
Yep. Let's see. Walter says ST300.
ST300. That's correct. ST300 transmission. People get that confused from the Turbo 350, but they different.
They are different.
Yeah, it's still a 3-speed transmission. but there is, there is a difference there. And your Power Glide was 2-speed transmission.
Okay. Let me
Yeah.
see here. Mark says, yes, my engine and tranny is from a 70 Firebird. Really cool. My engine and transmission are from a 77 Firebird.
Oh, okay.
Be temporary until we get the 400 built and the 400 transmission as well. Jason says, yeah, it's a 6-speed manual. He says, if I would have known you needed a shifter, I would have sent it to you. Sorry, Jason. I was living with a 69 shifter until Louis sent me a 67. I was happy just to be able to drive. So,
fun facts for Firebird. You want to hear fun facts for Firebird? A lot of people don't know this either. In 1969, all the automatic shifters that was left over from 68, they put them on 69 if it was a 6-cylinder car.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same one. It's a 68 shifter. They even have the T handle, the shaft that you have to press in, the shaft from the shifter. I know because I have the original ones, and I took it off original 6-cylinder cars. I mean, that's why Jonathan called me L&L Pontiac, because he came here and he personally see all the crap I have of these cars. I'm a hoarder. I always say it. I'm a hoarder when it comes to these cars. So that's fun facts. Then if you had a 350 and 400 or a V8 car 69, you have the shifter that I gave you.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Mike's here from Lincoln Lodge Garage.
Oh, Mike. Yeah. Mike did one hell of a job on that 67. It is beautiful.
Badass. I'd seen a until I got to talking to him. I just spent one day. I just went balls to the wall on his YouTube, and I must have watched 20.
And you know what? I'm happy that Mike is tuned in. I have to say something about Mike, which I'm really happy he went with it. A lot of people get caught up of trying to be like everybody else, or try to be period correct as you possibly can be. And let's be honest with you, if you're dealing with a car that is so old and you don't have all the parts, it would never be 100% period correct. So he built that car how he wanted. He put the motor he wanted, he put the transmission he wanted, he made it a complete chassis car. He gave it the paint theme that he wanted with the birds on the quarter panel. Guess what? He made that car how he wanted it. And that's why I respect him so much, because this hobby takes a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of patience. At the end, who's going to drive it? You're going to drive it, not the public. So you should build it how you want to build it.
I agree. Just like this thing, I could have taken it back to its original burst orange or whatever, the rust orange color. But I was like, why? I don't have the original motor, I don't have the original transmission. There was a lot of things that were missing in the car. So why not just make it the way I want to?
Exactly. And you're still keeping it alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Mike introduced me to these little wheels for sanding.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. They rubber.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're like a rubber little thingies in here. So
and they last a long time.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll even make the video now, but I was making the video this morning and I was testing out wheel, and I also bought some generic ones, non-3M. It was like $6 for $2, where this was like $25 by itself. We have a puppy who's about 6 months old. The puppy came in the garage and took this and left. Went out to the yard and was chewing on it. And I was trying to make the video, and I'm like looking for this thing. I could not find it. So I had to stop making the video. And then like 20 minutes before we started the video, I find it. And I'm like, you little dog.
You could still make the video, Brian. Just give him the other one to chew and see which one breaks apart faster.
Oh, the cheap generic one, when you spin it, it fans like this.
Oh,
so Mike, thank you for this, man. I appreciate that. All right, let's see who else we have. Lisa, Firebird Lisa. Howdy from
hey,
Texas.
What's up, Lisa?
Now Lisa has a 76 Firebird, correct? I believe 76. Yes, and she needs some work done to it. So I'm trying to see how we can help her get that thing fixed up and ready for Firebird May.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. I heard the car on. It sounds real good.
I'm hoping to drive mine to Firebird Fest this May. That's my goal.
Ooh, that's nice. That'd be nice.
Okay, what else we got? Let's see, what time is it? I don't want to go too long, guys. I have a question for you guys. If you did this every week, every Friday night, what's a good time? Tell me a good time for you guys to watch. I'm in Arizona. It's like almost 6 here. Louis in Pennsylvania, what time?
Right now it's 7:55 p.m.
And then I think you have one more time zone, Eastern, right? Or are you in Eastern?
I'm in Eastern, yeah.
So Jonathan is the same time as you, or
for now he is. For now, I think it changes when we go spring forward or something like that. It changes an hour.
We don't change time in Arizona.
Ah, you see that? I like that.
You know what? We're cool out here. What can I say?
Yeah. I don't know who came up with that idea, but it's useless to me.
So Lisa says 26 on that one. So if you guys could, what time is best for you guys to watch on Fridays? And anything special you guys want us to talk about in future shows? Or if we did trivia, or if we had prizes, what kind of prizes would you guys want? I can reach out to get gift cards from places or products. I know I get a lot of crap from people, and I don't use it, and I don't make videos on it. I just kind of toss it to the side so I can give that stuff away every once in a while. So comment down below. Let us know ideas. We'll make this show as cool as we can for you guys on Fridays and have some fun. Mike says, blame Ben Franklin. So, Mike, I don't mind back there. I spent some time in New Hampshire, in the Manchester, Bedford area, Golfstown. So when he said he was from New Hampshire, I was like, oh, I know where that guy's at. I know where he's at.
We need to make a live when Mike comes. I think Mike is going to come visit me here this month, I believe.
You guys can do a live.
Yeah, so we should do a live when he comes.
Let's see. Ice Spider Garage is here. Hey, Bryce. I know Bryce has a live going on at 6, right, Bryce? He's also in Arizona. Bryce is the guy who gave the string roll from the Firebird where I first got it. It was like a little small steering wheel. He needed it for his F-250, Bryce, is that right? So he lives a couple miles away. I went by and talked to him for a little bit and gave that to him.
That's cool.
Mark is in Canada, Nova Scotia. He says it's almost 9 o'clock there.
Whoa.
Okay. And Mike says cold up here. No, man. What's the temp in Phoenix? Hold on. Let me just call y'all, man. 67. Does it show? Will it show on there?
I can't see it. No. It's 28 degrees here right now.
Well, it's 67 here right now. And today when I was standing on the bird, 80.
Ooh.
80. Oh, that's right. Plus, we worked on the Buick for Iman, a friend of Bryce's over at Ice Spider Garage. That was a 85 Oldsmobile, Bryce, if I remember correctly. 28, that's really cold. Wilder Man is from Ohio. Where's Lewis located? Lewis, Wilder 9 wants to know where you're located.
Pennsylvania. I'm in Pennsylvania.
Let's see. 84 Buick Oldsmobile. Wait, Buick Oldsmobile Rice? Buick Oldsmobile? That's like saying Volkswagen Porsche. Rich has a 67. Oh, 67 degrees there. Where's Rich at? Got you on that one. All right, guys, what about giveaways? Is that interesting to anybody? To win prizes, gift cards, free crap?
I
And
always
again,
I always find that for the hobbyists, the people that build these cars just like us, the hard thing is body work, paint, and electrical. I think everybody feels comfortable with mechanics on these old cars. It's pretty simple and things like that, you know, putting interior in and things like that. But when it comes to paint, prepping a car for paint and also electrical, people find like they're very scared of electrical, and I love it.
now see, that's weird. As my day job, I do servers and computers, and I love electrical. Like when I picked up my '67 Porsche, I had no wiring diagram, and all I had was my voltmeter, my test light, and my Fox and Ham, and I was able to get all my wiring probably in an afternoon.
There you go. Yep.
Wire is scary. Wire makes me go, bring it, bring it.
Oh
Just to
yeah,
me,
I love wiring. Yep.
simple in my head. But Justice Woodall says he would like free body work.
You were like, what?
Free body work.
Free body work?
Jonathan and I talked about this one time where we pick somebody and like him and I and maybe you, we all arrive at this person's location over a weekend or a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or something. And the three of us just hammer out body work.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah, why not? It's like that show on Garage Squad. Remember Garage Squad?
Yeah. And so I have a family member who is a pilot for one of the big airlines. And so I wonder if I can get a hold of him to see if he wouldn't help us out some comp tickets. You know, just saying, you know.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hotels, so my hotel would be free. So just like, wink, wink, Lisa, wink, wink. Lisa says, let's catch up here. Wilder9 says, did my 68 in the 90s. Lisa says, yes, these are good points. Hard level items for folks. Jason, I love electrical too. It was my specialty at the shop I worked at, part of my Navy background too. We'll have to talk military stuff later, Jason. I was never in the military, but I did some DOD stuff in the 90s. Dibs. Body work is always free when you do it yourself. And then Lisa says Pontiac Squad. Maybe we should do a t-shirt. Pontiac Squad or something.
Oh, that sounds cool. That's a cool name.
An idea. I got some ideas for t-shirts, but Christmas and holidays, I just haven't had a chance to work on it. All right. Firebird Posse. I can make a little star, like an old Western posse, sheriff's posse star. Mike, I can work on that for you, Mike. Questions, guys. Louis, anything else? We went over the primer. We went over the patch panel. We went over the strut brace or the strut compressor, not spring compressor.
Spring compressor, yeah.
What else? Anything else, guys? I have like 7 hats. I've been doing this for 40 some years or whatever. Firebird up. I like that one too. But my father has 11 acres and like 4 horses, 8 or 9 cows, 15 chicken, cat, dog, like tractor, like everything. 83 years old and still ropes and rides like 2 or 3 times a week. And I'm like, Dad, you're 83. Stop. Calm down. Relax. Just nope. He wants rope and every chance he gets. So
yeah.
it is. All right, kids. It is a little bit after 6. I didn't want to go too long tonight. I just kind of want to get a feel for what you guys think if we every Friday. If you have a chance, leave me a comment, send me an email. If you're on Facebook, message me or Louis or whoever. Hopefully we can get Jonathan on. I'd like to get Mike on from Lake and Lodge Garage. Even Lisa, even though she doesn't have a YouTube channel, maybe she can get on. But just bring them all together. Oh, Wilder 9 says, impossible to find convertible in Ohio that are not cheap enough to take on. There's no rust buckets in Ohio that you can't pick up and work there? I would think there would be. Or make a trip out to Arizona. I see cars all the time out here. They come across Facebook Marketplace all the time for sale. And I just gotta pass them because they don't have time.
Right. I have a farm of birds outside.
That's right. How big is that new garage that you got?
32 by 40 deep.
Lucky.
Yeah, I could fit 6 cars, 3 and 3, but if I go closer, I could fit 4. 4 and 4, 8. But comfortable opening the door, you could fit 6. Yeah. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay. Lisa's looking for a 76 Formula hood. Anybody has a 76? That's a 1-year only hood, if I remember correctly. Hood. She needs one for her car, and I need a 67 console.
Yes.
Anyone have a console? Because my old console is a 68, and it's a bigger.
Okay. Yeah, 68 and 69. That console works for 67, 1 year only.
I have a 68 350 hood if anybody needs it. A 68 gas tank. 68 driveline. What else? I have a set of 15-inch RAV2 rims that need restored. What else do I have? And that console of a 68 or 69 if anyone needs it. So Mike says L&L parts inventory department. Mr. 9, if you want, hit me up after this on Facebook or whatever email, and let me know if I see something, I'll send you. Like Louis will send me, hey Brian, how far is this from you?
Yeah.
If it's close enough, I'll take the time and go get it for him and ship it off to him. So I'm really cool about helping people being out here in Arizona, rust-free cars, plentiful stuff, good stuff. If you guys need something, hit me up, let me know.
I'm gonna be doing rally gauges on the white and red car soon. The rallies that you picked up for me, the rally gauges.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And I need to buy that radiator that you found on Amazon or eBay.
Oh, well, it's so great. I'm telling you. I have used eBay's aluminum radiators for years. I have it on my 469. I also have it on my 67 Firebird that has a 455. Okay, original water pump, blah, 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 and never had any heating issues. And when I lived in the Bronx, I had that car since I was 22 years old. I used to drive it when it was the 90-degree weather. I never had problems with it.
Interesting. I ran out when we were talking. I bought a cheap aluminum radiator off of Amazon back in 20 when I first picked up the Firebird, when it had the Chevy 350 in it, because it didn't have a radiator. So I dropped it in. I measured it today. It's only 21 inches from there to there. So it's not big enough.
No.
And I think I paid $50. So if somebody needs a 21-inch radiator, let me know.
It's cool.
I'm going to buy that 23-inch and throw it in there. Plus a fan.
Oh, you found one. Nice.
I just had a 4-blade fan that came with the motor. And I know it's not correct, but I finally found the correct fan. So hopefully 115-degree summer heat in Arizona, I can keep my bird cool. Hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully. Hot kids. I'm almost out of beer, so got to get some more beer. Let me just catch up here. Bryce says, have you checked Desert Valley Auto Parts? No, Bryce. Where are they at? Let me know. Hit me up with a text message. I'll check them out. Mike from Lincoln Lodge says his bird came from Arizona. Cool. My bird originally bought and sold in Glendale, Arizona, which is about 35 miles away from me, little town of Glendale.
Wow.
And my mother came out to Arizona because my family kind of came out here in the 60s, bought the car from that guy, Air Force guy, drove it back to Oklahoma, and then I brought it back to Arizona in 2020. So
Wow.
it's kind of a come back around. It's too hot in Arizona for it. I drive my air-cooled Porsche in the summertime, and I'm fine. It has vent windows just like the 67 Firebird. I put those vent windows on. I'm a little warm, but I'm not miserable. So,
Right.
but I do want to put in the vintage air AC because I'm missing such of the original AC for this car. I eventually will put in a vintage AC for that. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Dinner time, I think. Let me know how you guys think about the show. Give me some ideas. So next Friday, 6:30 again, or 5:30 Arizona time, which is 7:30 East Coast.
Yes.
7:30. Okay.
Yep.
So 6:30 West, 7:30 East Coast. Do the math in the middle if you need to, and we'll do this again. Bring your questions. If you want to be on the show, put your live feed. We'll get your face, your mugshot up here. Let me know or let Louie know, and we'll get you included on this. All right, guys? Good? All right. Then Wilder Nine says he misses Phoenix. I only miss Phoenix when I'm not here, I guess. Like right now, love it. Summertime, that's why we go up to Dad's ranch. So, all right, kids, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a good weekend. And we'll be doing a video on priming the bird tomorrow for next Friday, for Firebird Friday.
Cool.
And all right, guys, good night. Have a good one. Louie,
Good
I'll
night.
talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.